How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC theory discussion video. In today's video, we are actually going to be taking a look at a theory that has been making the rounds for a little while now called the Amiibo theory. However, guys, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because the Amiibo theory does seem to have some coincidences, that does not mean that this theory is going to end up being 100% true, so make sure you guys take it with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. If you guys would like to read why I talk, you can find a link to all of the original posts in the description bar down below, and now, with all that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this theory came from. So guys, this theory was actually sent in to me by one of my subscribers on my Discord server, so if you guys haven't already joined up, you can find a link to my Discord as well as links to all of my other social media presences, such as my Twitter and Patreon in the description bar down below, as well as the pinned comment. Also guys, don't forget that in just 2 days, we are going to be giving away a Nintendo eShop gift card over on my girlfriend's channel, Rebecca Lee. So if you guys haven't already signed up for your chance to win, you can find a link to the video where you can sign up in the description bar down below. Remember, it happens in 2 days this Friday, so make sure you guys go enter for your chance to win. And now guys, the theory that we are going to be taking a look at today is actually just an infographic that comes from Imgur.com. So with all of that out of the way guys, let's go ahead and take a look at this brand new Amiibo theory. So guys, like I said, this theory comes from Imgur.com and it is titled The Amiibo Theory Infographic. It starts by saying, along with Smash Ultimate's release, Nintendo launched a new line of Smash Amiibo, which is basically an extension of the older series from the Wii U/3DS era. It featured characters like Snake, Wolf, Ice Climbers, or any newcomer that didn't have a Smash Amiibo before, but now, thanks to the Everyone is Here slogan, they finally have their time to shine. What's really interesting is that there's a pattern of releasing these figures. Nintendo launches waves of 3 characters. They come 2 months between each release. With every 3 waves, the gap becomes 3 months for a time, starting from December 2018. It is important to note that as of now, July 2019, there is a major update to the game at the same month as a wave is released. Let's take a closer look at the schedule with some hypothetical dates for the later waves. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the schedule of Amiibo that comes along with this. So in December 2018, we had the release of 3 Amiibo being Wolf, Inkling, and Ridley, as well as the release of the game. Then in February 2019, we had the release of Piranha Plant as well as the Piranha Plant Amiibo with King K. Rool and the Ice Climbers. Following that, in April of 2019, we had the Ken Amiibo, Young Link Amiibo, and Daisy Amiibo launch right around the same time as Joker. Now, in July 2019, we have the release on July 26th of Pichu, Isabelle, and Pokemon Trainer, and people are speculating that we are also going to be getting the release of Hero. Then, in September 2019, we have the release of the Snake, Ivysaur, and Squirtle Amiibo, and now it's theorized that Banjo is going to be released along with them in September. Then in November of 2019, we have the Simon Belmont, Chrom, and Incineroar Amiibo releasing, as well as a possible release of DLC number 4. After that, we move into January 2020, where we have the release of Dark Samus, Richter, and our first DLC character, if you don't count Piranha Plant, being Joker, and as well as the possible release of DLC character number 5, which is going to be the end of the first DLC Fighter Pass. So then if this theory continues, we move on to April 2020, where we see the release of the Hero Amiibo, Banjo-Kazooie, and the DLC Fighter number 4. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because that means that in June 2020, we are going to be getting DLC Fighter number 5, but there are 2 other spots where we could possibly getting a brand new character or brand new Amiibo. So what does this mean? As of July 2019, Nintendo has released 3 waves of these Amiibo and revealed the designs for the entire base roster plus Piranha Plant. All of them have a scheduled launch month, except for Dark Samus and Richter, which are vaguely dated for 2020. The only designs left to reveal are the Fighter Pass characters, Joker, Hero, Banjo, and 2 unknown characters. The images above are just mock-ups. If the pattern of releasing waves won't change, that means that Dark Samus and Richter, along with one DLC fighter, for example Joker, will be launched in February of 2020, then the next 3 DLC fighters in April of 2020. After that, only one amiibo would be left with an example of DLC Fighter 5, and that's where the things get interesting. As you can see in the schedule, April 2020 should have 2 additional fighters for the pattern to be correct, and it implies exciting outcomes for the future of Smash Ultimate. Let's start from possibly the best one. So first of all, there might just be more characters. The last 2 unknown figures might be reserved for new characters outside of the Fighter's Pass. As each wave's release corresponds with a major game update, the ones from April and June might be for these 2 mystery DLC characters and could be revealed in a hypothetical direct at the end of the year. Similarly, like with Corrin and Bayonetta, what kind of fighters could be included? As the pass most likely contains only third-party guests, we might get some Nintendo Most Wanted like Rex or even Waluigi, who is super unlikely based on the assist trophy rule, or some promotional characters like Sylux or Edelgard. Echo fighters are also a huge possibility as they're easier to develop. The best option would be getting another pass with 5 characters, with the additional 3 amiibo being released as another wave, but it's probably a pipe dream. I 100% disagree with that. We're definitely getting another fighter's pass. Amiibo alts for the last 2 fighters. The final 3 DLC characters from the Smash, Wii U, and 3DS era, Cloud, Corrin, and Bayonetta, got additional amiibo with their alternate designs, officially known as the Player 2 line. Advent Children outfit for Cloud, female version of Corrin, and the costume from the first game for Bayonetta. What if Nintendo wants to repeat history and release another Player 2 line for the last 2 unrevealed newcomers? It adds some spice to the speculation and would fit perfectly with the release pattern. Some highly speculated characters like Ryu Hayabusa, modern and classic NES design, Doomslayer with the 2016 and classic design, Jill Valentine with her Resident Evil 1 and Revelations design, or Heihachi with the Tekken 2 or Old Man design would definitely make sense. And finally, there is one more possibility we have to take a look at, being amiibo alts for both Joker and Hero. The other possibility, which is more exciting for amiibo collectors, is that these 2 unknown figures might be Player 2 versions of Joker in his student outfit and Hero, Erdrick from Dragon Quest III, or the other protagonist. Even if all the alts will be made with 4 extra amiibo, there still might be 1 figure left for the pattern to work. So now that we've gone over the entire theory, let's talk about it a little bit. So guys, the first thing that I want to go ahead and say is that this theory is actually pretty solid. And I just want to give credit to whoever created this image. Now, I'm not exactly sure who the original poster is, but thank you for making this. This does have a lot of really good information. However, I do disagree with a couple of the points you said. First of all, I definitely do believe that we are going to be getting a second Fighter's Pass. Especially if we work with your theory, that means that the 2 amiibo that are going to release with DLC Fighter 5 are going to end up being the 2 first characters from the second Fighter's Pass, and then the last wave can consist of the last 3 fighters. That obviously makes a ton of sense, and once again, considering that Smash Ultimate is one of Nintendo Switch's biggest IPs right now, they are going to keep supporting this game until the Nintendo Switch is good and dead. I guarantee you guys we are going to be getting a second Fighter Pass, or at least some more DLC characters in general. Now, the other thing that I disagree with is the statement that he made that is more exciting for amiibo collectors, being that we would get alternate costumes for Joker as well as the Hero. Personally, as an amiibo collector myself, I do have the entire Smash line. I have to say that I do not want to get these character alts instead of other characters. I mean, yeah, for some people it'd be really cool to get the other Dragon Quest heroes, but I'm not going to pick up all of the Dragon Quest heroes just because I don't have that much of an emotional attachment to them. Personally, I'd be much happier getting a brand new character model like Ryu Hayabusa or Doomguy or someone else instead of getting just character costumes. Maybe that's just me, but I really do not like that. However, guys, in terms of the actual theory, do I believe that this is real? Well, I do have to say that a lot of this stuff actually does kind of make sense. I mean, when you go ahead and take a look at it, Yeah, it does sound a little bit crazy, and I don't think that Nintendo is basing how many DLC characters they're going to be adding in based off the number of Amiibo, but you definitely can't just ignore all of the coincidences that have been happening. So, do I believe that this is real? Probably not, but it is at least a fun theory to look at. However, guys, let me know your thoughts about it in the comments section down below. Do you guys believe that this theory is real, and would you be happy if it was? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.